Pernikahan antara pria Malaysia dengan wanita Amerika ini sebagai bukti bahwa Mina Saleh ini sangat-sangat mencintai Malaysia. Ia kagum dengan keramah tamahan orang Malaysia yang sudah dia lihat sangat baik dan jujur. Maka daripada itu, ia menjatuhkan pilihan hidupnya kepada satu lelaki Malaysia yang paling baik dan bertanggung jawab. Cerita tentang betapa indahnya hidup di negara Malaysia daripada negara Amerika, dan tentang hal-hal yang membuat ia kaget dan hal-hal dia tidak suka selama berada di negara Malaysia. Bagaimana cerita itu? Mari kita saksikan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Halo guys, apa kabar Anda semua di sana? Tentunya aku sangat berharap semoga kita semua dalam keadaan baik-baik saja tanpa terkecuali. Amin. Oke, di sini aku akan membahas tentang bagaimana Mina Saleh ini sangat suka, sangat sayang dan cinta kepada Malaysia. Terbukti bahwa ia menambatkan hatinya kepada salah satu lelaki Malaysia yang paling baik hati yang ia nilai di sini. Dan saat ini ia sedang berada di negara Malaysia dan bukan tanpa hal apapun. Di sini ia menyatakan bahwa ada beberapa hal yang membuat suka dengan negara Malaysia dan beberapa hal pula yang ia katakan ia tidak suka dengan negara Malaysia. Oke, sebelum kita ke video ini, alangkah baiknya bagi kalian yang belum support, silahkan kalian subscribe terlebih dahulu dan aktifkan notifikasi bel agar tidak ketinggalan update video terbaru dari channel ini. Langsung saja kita mereaksi, ini videonya.
I'm a Malaysian, born and raised in Malaysia. This is my wife Rachel. She is an American and she's lived in America her whole life. But I've done my part. I've brought her back to Malaysia so many times now.
And each time that I've gone, I've experienced a new and different culture shock. And today, I just want to share a few of my favorite ones with you guys. So, one big culture shock for me was bargaining. And this was usually done at a place like Petaling Street or the morning market or
Jalan Petaling.
And I am the world's worst bargainer, but somehow I married the world's best bargainer. The first trip to Malaysia, I will remember it till the day I die. I was there, and my sister and her best friend were also there with us. It was so fun. So 3 American girls and 1 Malaysian guy at Petaling Street. And we had asked for this little trinket. It was like a Petronas Towers, right? Something.
And you guys already know that with 3 white girls, the bargaining challenge is even more difficult.
So Logus is going back and
tentang
forth with the
tawar-menawar.
shopkeeper. And they're going back and forth, and they're switching between English Malay, English Malay. So I'm catching most but not all of it. And at one point, Logus is telling him, if I pay you that price, I will not have money left to feed my guests. I bring my guests all the way from America, and now they will starve because of you.
I had to pull out all the points. We needed that item. He wasn't budging, so.
Oh my gosh. So, needless to say, Logus won that bargain. But every time I have tried to bargain, it has ended miserably. So, I do like fixed prices here in America, and my version of bargaining is couponing and finding good sales. I think another big difference is food. That's honestly
Food,
could be
ya.
a whole vlog in
Oke
itself.
guys, kita pause di
But
sini
here
ya. Dan di sini aku telah dapat melihat dan juga belajar ya guys ya, bagaimana di Malaysia itu tidak ada diskriminasi ya guys ya. Kita lihat apakah benar ini orang etnis India guys. Kalau aku lihat dari warna kulitnya ya, dan dari jenis senyumannya guys ya, menurut aku ini adalah orang etnis India. Dan di sini kita lihat bagaimana etnis India yang berwarna kulit agak gelap ya guys ya, bisa mendapatkan seorang istri yang orang Amerika yang warna kulitnya lebih terang ya guys ya. Jadi mereka di sana berbau dan saling membuka pikiran ya, dan tidak ada batasan-batasan di sini. Sebagai bukti di sini mereka telah berkeluarga atau menikah guys ya. Oke, kita teruskan lagi, play.
Two of my favorite culture shocks with food. First one being, Malaysians are huge foodies. Like, I have never met a Malaysian that is not a foodie. And one thing that shocked me was that people would drive an hour or two just to eat one specific dish, like nasi kandar. There's one place.
You have to try the best.
Yeah, nasi
try the
kandar,
different
guys.
ones. We have to do it.
And then just drive back home. Like that was it, just to eat the one food. Like blows my mind. And just the fact that restaurants will serve one dish, and that is it. You go to this one place for bak kut teh, you go to this one place for nasi lemak, you go to this one place for char kway teow,
Yeah.
and that's all they serve.
Apakah
In
benar itu
America,
ya?
a lot of places usually they have a bunch of things. You never can find a restaurant
iya.
that has just one item.
Bukan di
It's
Amerika,
always
di Indonesia juga seperti itu,
Yeah,
Bang.
like
Ya.
it's crazy to me.
But Malaysia, that's why we specialize in that one thing and they perfect it, and that's like the best thing ever. Yeah.
And everybody has strong opinions. If you tell somebody, oh, I had nasi lemak at this one place, they'll be, why, Day? Why you go to that shop? You should have gone to the one around the corner, across the bridge, through the woods. Like, everybody has a different place, and people will always argue and be so passionate about food. Okay, so this one is a little
Malaysia
bit
memang
different,
berbeda ya,
but here
memang
we are.
berbeda.
The bathroom situation in Malaysia.
Toilet.
I'll give you guys one thing. The stalls there are excellent. There's no gaps between them. They're very long, ceiling to floor, excellent coverage. However, like, why? Every public bathroom you go in, the stall bathroom floor is wet. Every one. And like, again, maybe it's just because we spent most of our time in Klang, but like the bathrooms there are just not well kept. Or the weirdest thing to me is they're missing toilet seats.
Okay. Firstly, we like our privacy. That's why everything's locked. Secondly, it's a different. Like America is dry bathrooms, like as you can see, dry bathrooms. But in Malaysia, it's wet bathrooms because we use water for the important things.
Which brings me to my next point.
Betul sekali
My
Bang,
next
kita
point
pas ini ya. Nah, kalau untuk kebanyakan negara muslim Bang ya, bahwa ketika kita membuang hajat atau buang air besar itu, maka kita akan membasuh dengan menggunakan air ya, karena air itu terbukti jauh lebih bersih daripada membersihkan dengan menggunakan tisu. Makanya wajar saja apabila tanpa yang menggunakan air sebagai alat pembasuhnya pasti basah ya, dan itu wajar-wajar saja. Oke, kita play.
No toilet paper. You have to like get tissue paper from outside or bring it with you. There's never toilet paper, and like
You don't need toilet paper when there's water. You can make it work.
But it's so wet. I don't like it. And then, anyways, it's
Jauh
just the
lebih
bathroom
bersih pakai
situation
air
there
ya.
always would drive me crazy. And I started taking pictures of all the funny things I would see in bathrooms, whether it be like broken pipes or like toilets exploding or things hanging from the ceiling or the funny signs. It kind of became like my personal joke was the bathrooms in Malaysia and just the things you would never see here in America. So this one also threw me off guard a bit, that you refer to basically every single person as a family member. So any elder adult is auntie or uncle. You go to mama and you order from Ka, give me this.
Aneh.
Aneh. Yeah.
Boss.
Bos ya,
It
ya,
really
ya.
actually like made me laugh whenever he called someone boss, and they would call him boss back, and I thought it was such a sweet relationship. But I don't know, I just thought that was kind of a cool difference that you call everyone
Hubungan
as if
yang
you know
manis.
them.
Yeah, I mean, we like to treat everyone as family, and we feel like that bridges the gap a bit more with people that we just meet. So, yeah, this is how we do it.
I think it's cute. Another big thing are friendships and just hanging out with friends. You can literally just call someone up that night like, hey, we're going out for drinks, and you just go have tea at a mama somewhere. I love that. Or just dropping by a friend's house is totally fine. Unannounced, just show up at their door, they'll welcome you in and feed you. It's pretty crazy concept that you don't have to plan something weeks in advance,
Make an appointment.
share a Google Calendar invite, like you just show up. And another big thing too that I noticed is that friends are friends for decades. Like childhood friends remain friends through the course of their lives.
Disitulah kita dapat menilai bagaimana orang-orang Malaysia keakrabannya, kekeluargaannya. Bahkan orang yang bukan keluarga pun udah dianggap sebagai keluarga ya.
So you really get to form those relationships for a long time. Whereas in America, it's huge.
Humongous.
People move everywhere all the time, and so you have friends for phases of time. So since I moved, I've been here for about 10, 11 years now. I've had so many groups of friends throughout my time. Whereas in Malaysia, my friends have been exactly the same.
Another thing I noticed that was different were
Sama
family units.
persis.
How multiple generations would be living in the same home. Up to 3 to 4 generations under one roof. And honestly, I couldn't believe it, especially grown adults that had a good job, made good money, chose to still live at home and not have
Yes.
that independence.
Yeah, I mean, part of the reason for us is that number one, we want to save money. We don't need to pay multiple rents when we live together. And secondly, it's that community and support system that we can provide to each other, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think that's the biggest Malaysian culture Lovish has brought into our family. Was he was really for having our parents live with us, and I was super apprehensive until I started seeing the value of, oh my gosh, like if they're here, they can help with our kids. The kids can have a solid relationship with their grandparents. We can be with them. It makes
Yeah.
so much sense.
It makes sense, yeah. Everyone spends more time with each other, and we live in community, right? We support each other, and we help each other when we need it.
Yeah, so I honestly think that the family unit style of Malaysia is beautiful. Something that really blew my mind was you guys do not have to tip. When you go out to eat,
Oh, tidak ada
you
memberikan
just
uang
pay
tips
the
ya
price of
guys.
the meal. Like, how do the servers make their money? Like, the price you see is the price you get.
Yep, absolutely.
One time, actually, we were in Malaysia and we tried to tip. We had however much change left over and we tried to give it to the lady who was helping us. And she left and she came back and she's like, I'm so sorry, I can't accept this. And to me, that was like, what in the world? If you did that in America, they would run with your money. They would not look back.
Yeah, in Malaysia, it's like
Apa-apaan
the
ini?
concept is basically like you pay for what you get, right? So you don't give anything more than that. You don't give anything less, obviously, but that's what you pay. You
Membayar
pay for it.
tak lebih dan
That's
tak
it.
kurang.
Final.
So that was a huge difference. And
That's
like, any
final.
server can help you. It doesn't have to be one specific server assigned.
yeah.
Like multiple ones will come. You can call anyone versus just having one person assigned that you tip.
Yeah, which I kind of don't like it in America because you constantly have to wait for this one person. Then at the end of the day, you have to tip this person who've already built a relationship with you, and you're guilty because you have to tip.
Yep. That's all guilt driven. I don't know if I should call this a culture shock or pet peeve. But you guys. outside of
Panas,
Malaysia, it is
ya,
hot.
ya.
Hot.
Kalau panas
I don't
sama-sama
mind
seperti
that.
Indonesia ya.
What I do mind is that
Nggak
as soon as you
jauh-jauh
go
ya.
into a shop, a store, a mall, the AC or the aircon is freezing cold, like blasting, blaring cold.
We Malaysians, we love the cold. We love the cold so much, we just hate the heat. I think because it's so hot that we have grown up hating the heat so much that we just love the cold. It's the opposite here in America. It's the opposite.
We like to be warm and cozy.
They love to be warm, they hate the cold. They are like fighting the cold constantly.
Depends on where you live, but yes. But the frustrating thing is that outside it's hot, so you're wearing, shorts and a t-shirt, but inside it's cold and you feel cold. So I would bring a sweater with me everywhere we go. In Malaysia. So yeah, big culture shock here. There's less of a climate change between inside and outside. Another thing that took me by surprise was how friendly everybody is with kids. Like strangers' kids. I will never forget, we were with his nephew and we went to this one shop around the corner, did not know the people, and the worker there was like kissing his nephew's head. And this was pre-COVID, but I could not wrap my mind around the fact that the stranger was kissing his baby nephew's head.
Yeah.
If you try that in America, to hold, kiss, touch a stranger's baby,
Don't do that.
you actually might have the police called
Oh,
on
oke,
you.
kita
Like,
pause ya guys ya. Dan apa yang dilakukan terhadap masyarakat Malaysia yang saling ramah ya guys, termasuk pada wanita ini ceritakan tentang keponakannya. Ia mencium keponakannya di sini. Namun jangan dicoba-coba untuk dilakukan di Amerika karena itu adalah sebuah kriminal ya guys ya. Bahkan ini adalah salah satu orang Malaysia untuk menunjukkan sikap ramahnya terhadap orang lain. Dia mencium keponakannya. Itu wajar saja guys ya, namun tidak di Amerika. Wow. Oke, kita play.
Someone may call the police. You could get in trouble.
yeah, it's it is so different, the level of interactions with other people's kids.
Yeah, and I mean, part of the reason I think is because Malaysians, they love children. Like everywhere you go, children's like it's important. They encourage families. When they see you with children, they're like, oh yes, they want to love on you. And secondly, it's just sort of like that community camaraderie that you have among people with the abang, Aneh, and all that. So everyone's almost like family. So when you see someone, you see kids like, hey, we're friends, your family, like immediately. And that's how, again, you build a relationship with people in Malaysia. Don't do that in America. Actually, we know of a friend who did that and got in a lot of trouble. Like,
don't do it.
Don't do that.
Ternyata ada banyak sekali
Another thing that took me by
perbedaannya guys
surprise
ya.
were how ginormous your shopping malls are. Like story upon story upon story, and so many shops. Like I feel like you guys live at the mall. Another surprising thing to me is how you guys are so innovative with how you use banana leaves. Like
Oke,
you
daun
order a plate of
pisang
chocolate,
ya.
yeah, there's a banana leaf under it.
Tentang penggunaan
You order
daun pisang.
a meal called banana leaf meal, banana leaf under it. You order nasi lemak bungkus, banana leaf wrapped in it. Like, guys, the obsession and the use of banana leaves is kind of
Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. It's not innovative. It has a reason.
Yes, punya
Banana
alasan.
leaf aroma
Aroma
into food
daunnya ya, betul sekali.
is so good that now I'm starting to do that here a little bit more.
Daun
and more, and it's
pisang
the
juga
best.
daun pandan ya.
The obsession. Such an obsession. And you guys, for this one, I understand Malaysians love spicy food. I get it. It's
Spicy,
great.
okay.
But like, the need to make everything spicy is just questionable.
Semuanya pedas.
Like, here is a nice pile of fruit. No, must make a rojak. Must add spice to it. Here is this nice thing of noodles.
Rojak
let's
yang
have chili
pedas.
padi with it. Like, everything you make spicy.
I mean, it's spicy. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like very, very spicy.
Ooh, no, it's spicy.
We love spice, and we gotta make everything spicy. And also, we want to cater to everyone. So even the non-spicy stuff, we serve with a little side of something, something spicy. So for those who love the spicy,
I love spicy, but I don't need everything in my life to be spicy. So yeah, those are the main culture shocks I've experienced. But you guys, is there something I'm missing here? Like something I have not experienced yet that is going to shock me on one of my future visits to Malaysia? Please warn me and leave it in the comments down below. Please.
if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget
Subscribe,
to hit that
jangan
like
lupa
button.
dukung
Please
channel ini ya,
subscribe
support
because it helps us to make
notifikasi
so many more
belnya,
videos for you
like
guys.
juga.
So hope to see you in the next one, alright?
Bye.
Bye.
Oke guys, dan itu tadi ya bagaimana kesan Mina Saleh ya ketika awal pertama ia ke Malaysia dan juga sampai ia berkeluarga di Malaysia. Tentunya ada hal-hal yang berbeda, sangat berbeda ia rasakan ketika ia merasa sedang berada di kampung halamannya dan juga ia tiba di Malaysia. Tentunya ia harus merubah banyak kebiasaan-kebiasaan yang ada ya guys ya. Dan di sini ia juga mengatakan tentang hal-hal yang berbeda, hal-hal yang lain dari Amerika. Dan yang pertama itu adalah budaya tawar-menawar. Dia katakan di sini tak ada budaya tawar-menawar di Amerika ya guys ya. Mungkin di Amerika itu seperti ia berbelanja di swalayan dan harganya sudah ditetapkan ya guys ya. Dan di Malaysia aku yakin juga seperti itu. Namun ada tempat untuk kita dapat tawar-menawar, yaitu tempat pasar ya guys ya. Di Indonesia juga seperti itu guys. Tempat pasar ada tempat di mana kita dapat membeli secara tawar-menawar. Dan selanjutnya lagi adalah orang Malaysia suka makan. Di restoran Malaysia hanya menyediakan satu menu. Dan aku juga baru tahu guys ya, aku pernah mereaksi tentang nasi kandar pelita. Aku juga heran mengapa di sana dikatakan hanya nasi kandar pelita. Apakah memang betul yang disebut oleh Mina Saleh ini bahwa di Malaysia itu restoran hanya menyediakan satu menu saja, nasi kandar atau juga nasi lemak? Ya nasi lemak saja. Aku nggak tahu, silakan Anda komen aja pastinya seperti apa. Aku juga butuh informasi dari kalian semua agar aku tidak merasa bingung dan tersesat ya guys ya. Silahkan komen di bawah. Selanjutnya adalah orang Malaysia memiliki persahabatan yang panjang. Yes guys ya, karena budaya orang timur itu memang saling menghormati, saling beradab, bahkan saling berteman hingga kecil ya guys ya. Saat sekolah dari tingkat bawah hingga sudah lulus kuliah itu masih tetap bersahabat dan banyak ditemukan, bahkan di Indonesia juga ada ya guys ya. Dan itu memang adalah karakter orang timur. Dan selanjutnya lagi, tinggal satu rumah bersama keluarga. Yes guys, orang Malaysia itu rupanya setelah menikah dia membawa serta orang tuanya untuk tinggal bersama ya guys, atau pengantin baru itu akan hidup bersama orang tuanya di satu rumah seperti itu ya guys ya. Itu tentunya akan mengikat, lebih menambah tali silaturahim ya guys ya, dan juga lebih mempererat antara hubungan anak dan orang tua serta menantu dan orang tua juga guys ya, dan juga lebih mendekatkan nenek kepada cucunya seperti itu ya guys ya. Jadi terasa lebih ramai di rumah itu dan juga sangat menyenangkan tentunya. Oke, selanjutnya dia rasa tidak perlu membayar uang tip ketika makan di tempat-tempat restoran yang ada di Malaysia. Nah, ini adalah salah satu nilai plusnya guys ya. Bukan hanya di Amerika saja, bahkan di Eropa juga orang makan di Malaysia itu pasti kaget ya guys ya, karena tidak perlu membayar uang tip. Nah, ini adalah salah satu layanan yang diberikan oleh pihak Malaysia. Jadi ketika orang turis masuk itu semuanya sangat enjoy dan sangat nyaman ketika berada di tempat kuliner yang ada di Malaysia, karena tidak perlu membayar uang tip ya. Selanjutnya lagi ia katakan bahwa Malaysia itu adalah negara yang panas ya guys ya. Ya namanya sih nggak jauh-jauh dari garis khatulistiwa ya, sudah pasti panas ya guys ya. Di Malaysia dan Indonesia itu tidak jauh berbeda, suhunya pasti panas juga ya guys ya. Namun kalau kita ingin mendinginkan diri ya, kita akan masuk ke satu ruangan yang ada AC-nya guys ya. Pasti akan merasa lebih dingin di sana. Oke, selanjutnya lagi orang Malaysia itu lebih ramah terhadap anak-anak, dan aku di sini melihat bukan anak-anak saja guys ya, bahkan orang Malaysia itu juga lebih ramah kepada semua orang tua, bahkan jauh lebih ramah ya. Kita kepada orang tua harus jauh lebih ramah lagi, lebih santun ya guys ya. Nah, kalau di Amerika ia sebut ya tidak boleh mencium keponakan, atau mungkin orang lain tidak boleh mencium anak seperti itu guys ya. Dan itu adalah seperti sudah dilakukan atau melakukan tindak kekerasan. Kalau di Malaysia itu adalah bentuk dari persahabatan, persaudaraan, bagaimana keramah tamahan dan menerimanya orang-orang di sana ya guys ya, membuka pikirannya seperti itu kalau menurut. Dan selanjutnya lagi ia begitu kagum dengan besarnya mall yang ada di Malaysia. Coba kalian sebut guys ya, nama mall apa saja yang besar di Malaysia. Nanti mungkin suatu saat aku dapat berkunjung ke sana dan aku akan masuk ke mall yang besar yang kalian sebut itu ya. Tulis saja di kolom komentar. Selanjutnya lagi itu adalah pedas ya, spicy ya. Oke, di Malaysia itu dia cakap banyak sekali makanan-makanan yang sangat pedas dia rasa, dan di situ dia sudah mulai beradaptasi untuk dapat memakan makanan yang pedas ya guys. Dan di Amerika mungkin dia tidak menjumpai makanan yang seperti itu, namun ada, tapi tidak sebanyak yang ada di Malaysia. Dan tentunya dia sudah mulai senang dan menikmati dengan keadaan atau culture yang ada di sana, dan sekarang dia sudah betah berada di Malaysia ya guys ya. Pastinya banyak sekali turis yang sangat menikmati hidupnya jika ia sedang berada di Malaysia. Baiklah, demikian dari video aku. Semoga Anda semua terhibur dengan video ini, dan aku mohon undur diri, mohon maaf atas segala kesalahan dan kekurangan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.